Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे शायद.
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
And welcome to the Lodha Park Premier League 2025. We are here at the Khalsa College Cricket Ground. The two teams, the Park Mavericks and the Park Indians. The Indians are unbeaten so far, and we have a specially made coin for the toss. Our sponsors just baked with it, and also we've got a very special man here who will spin the coin for us. And KFT Indians will spin the coin, and LPPL or just baked. All right then. LPPL is the call. And it is LPPL, so Dian has won the toss. Mavericks, what would you like to do?
We're going to field first. Nothing, I just think we're confident of chasing. So.
Alright, thank you so much. All the best for you. And Alok bhai, Indians unbeaten so far. Anything is okay for you. Confidence is brimming high.
We were looking to bowl first, but we won one game chasing, we won one game batting first, so whatever comes our way, we will take it as a challenge.
All the best, Alok and sir. All okay, toss was good. You are confident?
Yeah, we are good. Our team is playing well so far, so hopefully it will be 3-0 on the dot.
So 3-0 on the dot. That's the news from the center. The toss won by the Mavericks. They've elected to bowl first. The match will start in the next 10 minutes.
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए।
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए।
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है।
Hello and welcome to the Lodha Park Premier League 2025. We are here at the iconic Khalsa College Cricket Ground. The two teams going head to head. The unbeaten team of the tournament, Park Indians, up against a very promising young side led by a youthful captain, Dian Kubadia, the leader of the Park Mavericks. The toss ka boss was powered by Just Baked, was won by the Park Mavericks, electing to bowl first. And here we are in this Hiral Merchant power play. Live action ball number 1. Starts off with a wide outside off stump, so opening the account of the Indians with an extra. Anuj Goyal is the current purple cap holder of the tournament. He's on strike, and it's Purvesh at the non-striker's end. Here goes Pranay. Oh, that's a good delivery played with soft hands. That's misfielded at point. That's going to be runs. Racing away towards the fence. The fielder does well. Cuts it off. And the first runs of the bat of Anuj Goyal, courtesy of a misfield at backward point. This is match number 8 in the Lodha Park Premier League. Well, just a quick appreciation to our sponsors of the tournament. KFT Holidays, Shadi Biz, our co-sponsor. This time outside off stump, lets it go. Much better delivery. Like I said, Shadi Biz, our co-sponsor, our prime sponsor, KFT Holidays. And we also have our apparel sponsors of the tournament, who've been providing us with these beautiful jerseys, Forecast and Multiply. The apparel sponsors. This is the Hiral Merchant power play that we are witnessing, the 4 overs of power play up front, sponsored by Hiral Merchant. Here goes the next delivery. This is well outside off stump. That should be an extra. Well, at the toss, when I spoke to the captain of the Park Indians, Alok Desai, he was pretty happy with whatever happened. He did not have any thoughts going on in his mind. He was pretty content with the toss. Although his team was put into bat first, they've been in such situations in the past. But Purvesh, he's facing. Having a look at the field, there's a deep third man and deep extra cover on the boundary. Well, that's a good delivery, almost squaring him up. And that's well bowled, played towards point, outside edge. Yep, and here he goes. Purvesh. Off the back foot, plays it with soft hand straight towards point. This time the fielder does well. Will be a dot ball. Slightly back off length and opening the face of the bat, trying to guide the ball towards the backward point region, but finding the man for a dot ball. This is the Hiral Merchant power play. 4 overs up front where the batters can take full advantage of the field restrictions. Well, the Lodha Park Premier League has been brought to us by KFT Holidays, co-sponsors Shadi Biz, and our apparel sponsors forecast and multiply. Oh, here he goes down the ground. What a hit that is. A couple of bounces over the bowler's head. This is a Pradhan infra space 4. Beautiful stroke. First Pradhan infra space boundary of the game. And first of many if you're a Pak Indians fan here. It's the first over of the game. Pranay Chaudhary, he opens the batting as well. I saw him open the batting in the previous game. He's opening the bowling for his side. Slightly over-pitched on that occasion. Taken down the ground for 4. This time down the leg side he goes. Did that come off the pad? No, it did not. Will be a wide. Well kept by Alkesh, the man behind the stumps. Not an easy job to be a wicketkeeper. You have to be full of energy and also the most vigilant player on the field. The probability of the ball coming to you is the highest when a ball is bowled. Here goes Pranay for the final ball of this first over in the Hiral Merchant power play. Outside off stump, lets it go, and that will be a dot ball. The first over is 8 without loss.
आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख समृद्धि और धन में
first over going for 8 runs, and we saw Pradhan infra space 4 down the ground over the bowler's head. This is match number 8 and it is Pranav now bowling the second over, this time an outside edge, inside edge in fact, beg your pardon there, towards a short fine leg, a quick single taken. That's good running between the wickets. Good alertness shown there by Purvesh. Wanted to play on the front foot. Anuj took a huge inside edge, went towards short fine leg, and the man there with a slight fumble allowing the batters to cross over for a single. A second over in this power play. Easy clear the infield. I think he has comfortably. It will race away towards the fence, and the second Pradhan infra space boundary of the game, and coming off the bat of Purvesh. Back-to-back 4s over the mid-on region this time. Beautiful looking stroke and taking full advantage of the field restrictions here in the Hiral Merchant power play. He's trying to play a slog shot down the ground, but Ram adjusted his length. The line slightly outside off wide, signalled by the umpire. Will be another extra. But the intent is pretty clear by the Pak Indians. There's a reason why they're unbeaten in the tournament. There's a reason why they've played an amazing brand of cricket. It just goes to show the confidence in these two players. Quite word between the two. Pranav. What is he going to bowl? Where is he going to bowl? That's the big question. Deep extra cover on the boundary. Long on the boundary. This time played into the onside. Tucked away towards square leg. Looking for a single. But deciding not to run eventually. Dot ball. Oh, what a delivery that was. Completely took the batter by surprise. Just look at that. How did that miss the off stump? By inches and centimeters on that occasion. It's a fine delivery by Pranav. And a good comeback, I must say, by this bowler. Again, off the back foot, played with soft hands. The man at point, straight to him, will be another dot ball. So what started to be an eventful over in the beginning has kind of mellowed down, and 3 dot balls on the trot. That's a good comeback by Pranav. 6 of the over with the ball to spare. Long on the boundary. There's a deep extra cover in place. Point, backward point, and a shot third man. All inside the circle square on the offside with the cover mid-off. This time the in-swinger, it was in the air for a while but played towards mid-off. They will run quickly for a single and they will cross over. That should be the end of the second over. It's 15 without loss after 2. This time he goes down the ground. Pranay slightly straying in line, and again Alkesh with a good collection. Missed the leg stump by, not by much, but will be an extra. Pranay. It's been a decent start this for the Park Indians, although they were put into bat first. Oh, and this time it's high in the air. 3 fielders coming, and it's been taken by the man at mid-on. A fantastic catch. E. Puja safest hands moment, and this is a Dr. Beckman wicket number 1. Trying to play into the leg side, and comfortable catch. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 1 of the game. Well, a huge wicket of Purvesh, falling off the bowling of Pranay, who got his first scalp in the game. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 1. New man in is Raj Shah at number 3. Punched off the back foot straight towards extra cover. Slight fumble, but it will be a dot ball. Been a decent start this for the Park Indians if you talk about the runs scored on the board, but they'll be pretty disappointed with the wickets column, having lost the opener. Pranay Chaudhary, fantastic cricketer. Look at that again. Punched off the back foot straight towards cover. And you need such players in your team, like Pranay, who can bowl those medium pacers in the power play. This time a good delivery of the back foot. And Pranay can also open the batting play on the top order, play in the middle order, wherever the team requires. And these players are a big asset to your squad. Similarly, how you can see Anuj Goyal at the non-striker's end. He's the current leading wicket taker of the tournament with 5 wickets to his name. Also opening the batting. This time he goes inside out. There's a man there in the depot. That's been dropped. Has it been taken? Oh, it has. Well, what just happened there? I thought he fumbled for a bit, but he's completed the catch. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 2. We'll have to look at that again. Was outside off stump. Pranay allowing that room, and look at that. A slight fumble and amazing reflexes. Well, that just goes to show that's amazing cricket here. Second wicket down. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 2. Man in, the new man in at number 4, Sufyan. What a delivery that is by Pranay Chaudhary. What an over this has been. The third over in the Hiral Merchant power play. Complete dominance by the Pak Mavericks. Well, usually the first 4 overs are the ones where you can leak runs, as there are a lot of restrictions on the field, as you're allowed only 2 fielders outside the circle. And right now, from what I can see, there's a deep extra cover in place for Sufyan and a deep third man. But this Hiral Merchant power play has gone completely in the favour of the Pak Mavericks. Trying to make it better, but this time it's flicked into the leg side. There's no one behind square on the leg side. That is going to race away towards the fence. Pradhan in first space for not the most convincing of strokes, but highly effective. 3 gone, 20 for 2 for the Indians. The last over of the Hiral Merchant power play. Pranav trying to go down the ground. Anuj Goyal trying to take the aerial route. The mid-off was inside the circle, but was a good length delivery, shaping away from the right-hander. That's good bowling by Pranav. Pranay and Pranav, the 2 opening bowlers for the Pak Mavericks. They've got a few good bowlers in their side. Dian Kubadia, the captain, can bowl some good leg spinners also. They've got Rajiv Gokani in them, who's a fantastic spinner himself. This time a full toss that's flicked away, but straight to the man at mid wicket. Should have been put away by Anuj. Must be so disappointed with himself. Was a nothing sort of a delivery that should have been deposited towards the boundary ropes, but the batter missing out on the opportunity to get some runs for himself. Pranav breathing a sigh of relief with the next ball now. Oh, this one's a poor delivery. I think it slipped off his hands down the leg side. It was a waist high full toss, just under the waist in fact, and he completely missed that one. Anuj. Not the best of balls. 21 for 2. It's the last over in this Hiral Merchant power play. 4 overs of power play up front, and then 2 overs of power surge powered by pure lukes can be taken anywhere in between the 11th to the 20th. Again down the leg side. That's a good effort by the keeper, but the ball's racing away still towards the boundary. Will that be stopped? Yes, it will. So well done by the man at short third man running behind. Saves at least a couple for his side. So one, the in-swinger coming into the right-hander. And they get 2. It's 24 for 2. We're in the 4th and the final over of this Hiral Merchant power play. Match number 8 in the Lodha Park Premier League 2025. Oh, trying to play the cut shot. That's a beautiful delivery by Pranav. It's a good comeback. Adjusting his line, and that one shaping away from the right-hander. There was no chance that he was going to get to guide that one towards the third man region. A packed offside field, 6 on the off, mid-off cover, fielder on the boundary at extra cover, along with a point, back foot point and a short third man. And on the onside you've got 3, short fine leg and a square leg inside the circle with a long on the boundary. Slight delay, but the play will resume. Pranav onto the pad that's tucked away towards the short fine leg region, who will get a single. I think they need a partnership here. They really need a strong partnership here if they want to make a comeback in the game. The Park Indians, they were put into bat first as the toss. Kabos, powered by Just Baked, was won by the Park Mavericks. And this Lodha Park Premier League brought to you by KFT Holidays as the prime sponsor, and Shadi Biz our co-sponsors for the tournament. Pranav off the back foot again, trying to play the cut shot towards the point region. Again a play and a miss. It was slightly back of length and the ball did not move either ways, went just straight on. Missed by the batter. So the final ball in this Hiral Merchant power play. What's going to happen here? Will we see a boundary, or will it be a tight ball bowled here by Pranav? Let's see. It's driven beautifully through the offside. That's well fielded by Dhyan. Keeps it down to 1. And that should end the Hiral Merchant power play. 4 gone, 26 for 2 for the Park Indians.
Keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stay. Let the skies hold when they crumble.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए
All I ever wanted was place for my
Change in bowling. The captain into the attack. Dian Kubadia starts off with a short delivery and was fortunate to get away with it. The field restrictions have been lifted now. As you can see, there's a deep backward square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover. The 5 fielders are outside the 30-yard circle. The 4 inside are covers, point, short third, and short fine. Here goes Dian. Plays it towards point. A yes no situation, but they do cross over for a single. Well, it's been an inspirational start for the Park Mavericks as they've restricted the flow of runs for the Park Indians here. What looked like a very promising start from the Indians with a couple of boundaries off the bat of Purvesh. Suddenly, runs seem to have dried up. Anuj Goyal, the batter who opened the innings, is yet to get going the way his team would want him to. And Dian. Well, a full toss delivery. Play into the onside. He misses out on a loose delivery. Will be a single. Well, that's the thing about leg spinners. They can either leak runs or they can end up being the best bowlers on the pitch. That's the case with Dian. Not yet got his line in length, but you know that he's a genuine wicket taker. Tucked away into the leg side. That's in the gap. 2 fielders coming close to each other. They're looking for 2, but they'll have to settle with 1 that time. Slight fumble on the boundary cushions, but just 1. This is the 5th over of the innings. The Lodha Park Premier League match number 8, brought to you by our sponsors KFT Holidays, along with our co-sponsors Shadi Biz. Off the back foot, there's an appeal, and the finger goes up. Anuj Goyal wrapped on the pads. Dian Kubadia, like I said, a leg spinner, genuine wicket taker. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 3. We'll have a look at that again in slow motion. Was caught on the crease, and well, this angle is pretty inconclusive, but the umpire had the best seat in the house. The finger went up straight away. 3rd wicket goes down. Dr. Beckman, wicket number 3.
Sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our
Up again. The finger goes up again. Well, that's 2 and 2, and the captain, the danger man Alok Desai, has to go back to the pavilion. Well, what just happened here? In a blink of an eye, the Park Indians falling like a pack of cards. Let's have a look at that again. Probably was the googly. And this one, wrapped on the pads and the finger went up. We'll have a look at that again. And this one was much straighter in line. The umpire having no hesitation in his mind. And a Dr. Beckman, wicket number 4 for the Park Indians. What's happening here at the Khalsa College Cricket Ground?
Family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
Well, 5 overs have been bowled and it's 29 for 4. And it's been so unusual what we've seen in front of our eyes unfold. 29 for 4. Over number 6, it's Kishore Shah into the attack. In the last match, he bowled in the power play and picked up a couple of wickets. But today, field restrictions lifted, flicked into the leg side, tucked away, in fact, off the back foot. Sufyan looking a bit more comfortable out of the two. Ronak Seth, new man in. Ronak Seth, a left-hander in the Park Indians lineup. What a previous over we've seen. Dian Kubadia, 2 big wickets for his side. Alok Desai could not believe what happened with him. Anuj Goyal as well, who was caught on the back foot. Well, from the angle that we see it, it's a little inconclusive, but the umpire, with a straight view, in the best position to give a correct decision. And Kishore will continue. Toss up delivery, that's beautifully driven into the gap, and that's well fielded as well by the man, a deep extra cover. Oh, that's misfield. They're looking for 2, but that's good backing. Good cricket all round. A good drive, leaned into it, well fielded. Although a slight fumble, but a great backup. 31 for 2. Goes off the back foot, trying to pull the ball away. That's missed. In fact, probably came off the pads of the keeper. Yep, signalled buys by the umpire. Was a short delivery. He had enough time to pull the ball into the leg side, but could not get any connection on it. This is the match number 8 of the Lodha Park Premier League 2025. Both these teams have had a different kind of a journey. Park Mavericks started on a winning note, then lost the previous game. Whereas the Park Indians, 2 wins in a row for them. Well left, well left. Park Indians are on top of the table, undefeated so far, but today it's been a different ball game for them. They lost the toss, put into bat first. Plays with soft hands, plays it towards backward point, looking for a quick single. That's good running between the wickets. They will cross over. Park Mavericks with the toss boss, and they will be given a hamper by our sponsor, Just Baked, at the end of the game in the post-match presentation, as Dian Kubadia, the captain of the Park Mavericks, electing to bowl first. In the previous game where they lost the game, they had batted first and they got all out pretty cheaply. Sufyan drives it towards long on for a single. He'll keep strike 4 of the over, 6 gone. It's 34 for 4. It is the hat-trick ball. We've not seen a hat-trick from a leg spinner yet. This time it's punched down the ground. A beautiful looking stroke. Sufyan doesn't care if it's the hat-trick ball or not. He's going to play his shots. Driven towards long on. Gets a single. A left-hander on strike now. Well, the wicket that's been given today is kind of the center wicket in the Khalsa College cricket ground, because usually either of the two boundaries is a little shorter than the other. But Dhyan, he will continue. Ronak Seth on strike. Covers point, shot third man and shot fine leg inside the circle for the left-hander. Oh, tries to go down the ground. That's a play and a miss. Tried to drive the ball through the cover region. Was a tossed-up delivery. And some extra bounce off the pitch as well. Ronak Seth, a left-hander. How crucial will his innings be now for the Park Indians? Outside off stump, that's cut towards shot third man. Looking for a quick single. Chance of a run to the bowler's end. They needed a direct hit, but there was no direct hit there. There was good backing again by the fielder covering the stumps. They get a single. Well, there's been some issue with the helmet. Ronak Seth taking his time, taking his breather. Dhyan Kubadia has taken 2 wickets, and 2 big wickets. Anuj Goyal first, and then it was the captain Alok Desai. Both of them been given out LBW. It's a 20 over game, so there's plenty of time to make a comeback. This is not the biggest of the grounds. You can clear the boundary at will, only if you stay on the crease and bat through the innings. That should be the target. Dhyan has bowled well to the right-handers, and like I said earlier, right-handers often find it difficult to play against the leg spinners. Look at that again, inside edge going towards the square leg region. Leg spinners usually are genuine wicket-taking bowlers. Dhyan batted well in the first game, got 70 odd with the bat, and now with the ball he's bowling fantastically well. The field will change for the left-hander. Deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a deep extra cover in place. Ronak just waiting for a minute. Wants to get his helmet back on. That just goes to show that safety first always for the players. It's the 7th over in progression, and the Lodha Park Premier League is now moving forward to the business end of the tournament, because all the teams have played at least a couple of games each. Some teams already in a commanding position, the others finding themselves in a slump. There, backspin to the corner.
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
Seven for 4. Dian onto the pads, it's flicked, played towards the mid-wicket region. A quick single taken, that's good running between the wickets. .38 off the back foot he goes, plays towards short third region, looking for a quick single, and that will be a single. 7 gone now, 39 for 4. To the leg side, flicked into the leg side. There's a man there in the deep, towards deep mid wicket. Will be a single. Ronak Seth and Sufyan, the two players. Can they build a partnership? Really, really crucial. Left-hander on strike. Full toss that slashed into the gap, but the man in the deep does really well. It was straight to him, and he picked up the pieces, and they get a single again. So the flow of runs is completely under control of the Park Mavericks. They've not given away those boundaries time after time, and having picked up 4 wickets has put insurmountable pressure on the batters. 42 for 4. Outside off, it's in the air. There's a man there and he takes it. What a catch that is. The 5th wicket goes down. Kishore Shah has a smile on his face. Sufyan Jaka has to go back to the pavilion. And this was a Dr. Beckman wicket. Short delivery. Trying to cut the ball. It was uppish. And good field placement. Good positioning by the captain Dian. Kept the man in the perfect place. Dr. Beckman wicket number 5. Well, half the side back into the pavilion comes. In comes at number 7, a youngster, Sujan Sangvi. .42 for 5. And this has been just one-sided dominance from the Park Mavericks. They won the toss, elected to bowl first, and now the Indians under tremendous pressure. Full toss played towards the cover region, and they cross over for a single. Sujan opens his account. Kishore Shah also had a slip in place for Sujan earlier. Just having a look at the field for the left-hander. There's a point, a backward point, and a short third man, along with the man at covers who's just running. So 4 fielders inside the circle on the offside, along with a deep extra cover and long off. 6 on the off, and 3 on the leg side. Long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep square leg. Ronak drives it straight towards the man at cover. It's been a beautiful, beautiful evening for the Park Mavericks. They've put so much pressure on the opponents. They are the Tosca boss, powered by Jaspect. Last ball of the 8th over. Played with soft hands off the back foot, looking for a single, denied. The fielder was inside the circle, so 8 gone. Fantastic bowling, 43 for 5 for the Park Indians.
keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll stay.
43 for 5 at the end of 8 overs. Change in bowling. Dhawal introduced into the attack. What a delivery outside off stump. That one was swinging away from the right-hander. And it's the 9th over and still you can see some kind of seam movement. So it was indeed a fantastic decision by the captain after winning the toss, electing to bowl first. The Lodha Park Premier League 2025 brought to you by the KFT Holidays. The co-sponsors are Shadi Biz and apparel sponsors Forecast and Multiply. This time it's outside off stump. That's going to be a wide. Love to bowl that one again. Let's play through the offside. Man in the deep. Should only be a single. Left-hander comes on strike now. It is the 9th over of the innings. Ronak Seth, Sujan Sangvi, the two. The two up there in the middle. It's 45 for 5. I think on this pitch, 140, 150 is something that you really need if you are to compete in the match. This time it's onto the pads. It's flicked away towards square leg. Looking for a quick single. Direct hit needed, but the throw was a bit wider. And Sujan, although he's quick, fair play to the batters. But the ball was hit straight to the man at square leg inside the circle. The pickup was clean, but the throw was a little bit inaccurate. There's a deep extra cover and a deep point for Sujan. Covers short third man, short fine leg. And what looks like a square leg is inside the circle. Still not got to the 50-run mark. Played with soft hands, goes towards the cover region, looking for a single but denied this time. Will be a dot ball. So there's tremendous pressure on the Park Indians. They're the best team in the tournament, the unbeaten force to reckon with in the Lodha Park Premier League 2025 so far. Not put a foot wrong, but this game completely causing utter chaos for them. This time outside off stump, there's an appeal, but an optimistic one. 9 gone. In fact, still a ball remaining, beg your pardon there. 46 for 5. Sujan just getting some words of encouragement from his teammate at the non-striker's end. Just addressing him and telling him how he needs to go about this innings. Last ball of the 9th over. Oh, similar kind of delivery. The repeat telecast of sorts. 9 gone. Beautifully bowled. It's 46 for 5.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे
Change in bowling now for the 10th over of the innings. We've got a new introduction into the attack. Rajiv Gokani, off spinner coming across to the left-hander, cuts the ball. Does he cut the ball? No, he does not. Play in a miss. Well, the keeper getting stung on his fingers, I guess. Was a slightly back of a line delivery, trying to cut the ball and go straight into the gloves. Well, I think it is an injury for Alkesh. Slight delay in play.
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
Rajiv slightly back off length on that occasion. A slight delay in play was an injury concern for the man behind the stumps. Plays with soft hands off the back foot, playing towards the point region, looking for a single but denied. Will be a dot ball. Rajiv Gokani bowled a fantastic spell of bowling. Picked up a couple of wickets in the previous game and was extremely economical. But today, complete domination by the Pak Warriors. In fact, the Pak Mavericks, as they won the toss, elected to bowl first. Tossed up, he tries to flick the ball. There's an appeal, there's a loud appeal, and the finger. Well, for a moment I looked at the umpire, thought that the finger was going to go up, but the umpire says not out. It missed the leg stump by a whisker. Ronak survives. But that's a good delivery. Very good delivery. Again a dot ball. So that's a maiden over by Rajiv Gokani. What an over this has been. I reckon there's still a ball left, is it? Yes, there is. But 5 dot balls on the trot. Something that you don't usually see in T20 cricket. It's been a scarcity of maidens in the shortest format of the game. Rajiv Gokani coming right arm round across for the last ball of the 10th over. That's driven firmly. Goes towards the long off region. The man in the deep easily cuts it off. So 10 gone. It's 47 for 5 for the Pak Indians. And we'll have a quick change of ends for the last 10. 10 overs have been bowled. It's 48 for 5. Sujan Sanghvi on strike. Double. Change of ends for him. For the last 10 overs, we'll have a change of ends. Here goes Sujan, trying to flick the ball into the leg side, and that's bullseye. Double was not going to miss out on that one. The 6th wicket goes down. A Dr. Beckman wicket number 6. And what is happening here for the Pak Indians? Well, they've got on the wrong side of the bed, I feel. Trying to play across the line, Sujan, and completely missed that line. Dhaval was not going to miss out on that one. 6 down for 48. Deep, deep, deep trouble for the Pak Indians here in the Lodha Park Premier League match number 8. .48 for 6. The new man in is Dylan Ray. Dylan bowled well in the previous game is what I've heard. I think a couple of games back he was one of the pick of the bowlers. And Dylan will now be on strike. 6 down for 48. It is the 11th over in progression. Dhaval has got his first wicket. Dr. Beckman wicket number 6 has fallen for the Pak Indians. And it is Dylan who's on strike now. Oh, that's a good ball. Well bowled. Looking for a quick single, denied. That's tight bowling by Dhaval. He's not changing his length at all. He's bowling on the good length area. That's the line and length that he needs to bowl. The fine legs inside the circle. Backward point, and covers as well. Dian Kubadia winning the toss, electing to bowl first here in match number 8 of the Lodha Park Premier League, brought to you by KFT Holidays. Oh, he goes across the line. He's got good bat on it. Is it racing away towards the fence? I think it is. That will be a Pradhan infra space for a rare and a very welcome boundary. The 50 comes up for the Pak Indians. It's taken a while, but it's come eventually. Well, it's just been that sort of a day. Tremendous pressure on his team. The Park Indians put into bat first after the Park Mavericks, who won the toss, elected to bowl. The toss was sparred by Just Baked. This time a good delivery overtakes the inside edge, going towards the square leg mid-wicket region. Will be a single. Each and every run is being cheered by the Park Indians. They know the value of getting those singles, doubles, boundaries, anything and however they come, as long as they come for the side. Ronak Seth holding his ground, holding his end. 17 ball, 8 runs for him. Well, just having a look at the field for the left-hander. The fine leg inside the circle, square leg coming in as well. A shot third man and covers in position. There's a deep point on the boundary, deep extra cover, long off, long on, and a deep mid-wicket. So the 5 fielders. Pretty widespread field for Ronak Seth. Last ball of the 11th over. Well, that's a good shout, but I guess it was angling down the leg side. A good decision by the umpire under pressure. Leg buys will be the signal. So 11 gone. It's 54 for 6 for the Park Indians. Rajiv Gokani. Change of ends for him. Left-hander on strike, Ronak Seth. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, Ashwin to Josh Butler. Deepti Sharma to a fellow English player. And Rajiv Gokani to Dylan. Well, everything's happening here. Oh, what a delivery that is. Almost squaring up the batter. And the point is so inside that it's very difficult for the batter to play a soft-handed stroke and look for a single. Rajiv. A good delivery played with soft hands again in the right areas, in the right channels. Well, 3 dot balls on the trot. There's nothing more that Ronak Seth can do than just hang in there somehow and bat the 20 overs. Rajiv Gokani just gave away 1 run in his first over. And this one as well, a pretty economical one again. It is going to be a dot ball. So 3 dot balls on the trot. Ronak Seth, he's showing some different level of patience. Well, I really hope that he does not throw his wicket away, because the way he's batting just needs to keep going and going. Needs to keep his wicket intact. Flatted trajectory, punched off the back foot straight towards cover. That's another dot ball. 4 dot balls. Dot, 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 dot. Well, not seen that many dot balls in a sentence as many I've seen in this over itself. What a fantastic spell of bowling this is from Rajiv Gokani, not giving away anything for the batters to work with. Ronak Seth, 8 of 22 for him. Again, inviting the batter on the front foot. And there's a reason why Rajiv Gokani RG is rated so highly by the Pak Mavericks. They lost the previous game, but this match is a must-win game for them. Need to keep the momentum up and running for their side. The Pak Indians 6 down for 54 now. Oh, that kept low. What an over. Maiden over. A maiden over. 12 gone. It's 54 for 6. Dian Kubadia bringing himself into the attack. They've not taken the power surge. Pretty interesting. Oh, Googly! Has he got him? I think he has. Well, he's not celebrating at all, Dian Kubadia. But that is a Dr. Beckman wicket number 7. That was the Googly. Was back of length and it came back in sharply. Was nothing that the batter could do about it, and he was completely perplexed. What a delivery. Third wicket for Dian. And 7 down for 54.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए
7 down for 54. Dian Kubadia with 3 wickets to his name. And Dylan Ray was the last man to go back to the pavilion. Mayur Jain, the new man in. Ronak Seth at the non-striker's end. He's holding his ground, holding his end, but how long can he do that? 3 wickets away are Pak Mavericks from really crushing the Pak Indians in today's game. It's the match number 8 of the Lodha Park Premier League. That's brought to you by KFT Holidays, our chief sponsors. Shadi Biz, our co-sponsors, and our apparel sponsors are Forecast and Multiply. The Tosca Boss, powered by Just Baked, was won by the Pak Mavericks, electing to field first. And it's just been one-way traffic. Plays off the back foot into the leg side. Well, now it's just a matter of time before the Pak Mavericks bulldoze over the Pak Indians. The best thing is that Dian has got a good leg spinner as well as a good googly. He can bowl it and turn it both ways. Touch of deliveries, and look at that. Playing into the leg side towards the fine leg region. Another dot ball. Putting a foot across, and if he misses the line, it's plumb LBW. Dian, his best bowling figures in this year's Lodha Park Premier League 2025. That's a googly down the leg side. Should be a wide. Will be a wide. 55 the score moves on to the Park Indians. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Probably it came off the bat or no. Just asking the batter. Well, I'm not sure if that came off the bat or no. Was signalled as a wide. And then, yep, fair play to Mayur Jain. Just telling the umpire that, well, sir, it came off the glove. So technically that goes down as a dropped catch, is it? Googly well bowled again. This is fantastic bowling. 5 dot balls, a wicket in this over. The previous over was a maiden. What's happening to the Park Indians? Trying to go onto the back foot and pull the ball away. And Alkesh as well, for a moment he was missed his step. Short fine leg, short mid wicket, covers, point and a backward point. Inside the circle for the final ball of this over this time. Plays it with soft hands. Ends the 13th over. The Park Indians 54 for 7.
हार के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए.
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Overs, 54 for 7. Couple of maiden overs, and the previous one being a wicket maiden. And Rajiv Gokani. I've not seen a bowler bowl so economically in a very long time. 2 overs, given away just the 1 run. And look at that again on good length. He's got a nice action. He's releasing the ball perfectly in the good areas, in the right channels for this left-hander who can't do anything about it. Right arm round again, coming across the umpire. Tossed up, goes into the leg side. He gets some bat on it. Well, there was an opportunity to take a single, but he decided not to go against it. Did not take the run. Can you believe it? 26 balls Ronak has played for his 8 runs. And I'm sure the Park Mavericks will not mind that. The way things have been going for them. Slight discussion going on between Rajiv and the captain. But I think the captain will be saying that there's no need to make any changes. Things are going just fine. Just keep bowling the way you are. All the pressure is on the Park Indians. They're the only team that's unbeaten in the tournament. They've won all the games that they've played so far. But today's game proving to be a different story for them. Tossed up, he punches it down the ground towards the mid-off region. In fact, towards long off. The fielder does so well. So that will be another dot ball. I'm surprised why he's not taking that single, because Mayur must be feeling that he can too bat. 54 for 7. Gokani. Tossed up, takes the outside edge. The ball's going towards the third man region. A slight misfield. Will be another dot ball. Interesting. There's not been a run scored off in the last 16 balls. There's been 16 dot balls back to back, along with a wicket amidst all this frenzy of dot balls. 14th over. Full toss played down the ground towards long off, and this time he takes a single. Wants to keep strike, and one final ball will be played by Mayur. (55 for 7). One ball remaining in the 14th over. Well, I'm sure Mayur will be looking to just defend the ball, not take a single, do nothing fancy on this, as they want Ronak to keep as much strike as possible. 9 of 29 for Ronak. I think the only target now that the Pak Indians have is to bat the 20 overs and not get all out. Short fine leg, deep third man. Outside off stump. Oh, that one went straight on with the arm. What an over. What a spell this has been. 3 overs. None for 2. 14 gone. 55 for 7. Well, we still have not seen the power surge opted for. Power surge powered by Pure Lukes. That's an opportunity for the batters that can be opted anywhere in between the 11th to the 20th over, where you can go for the power surge, and that'll have 2 overs of field restrictions for the fielding side. But right now I think they've not opted for it. Short fine leg, short third man, point and covers inside the circle. Dian coming round the wicket. Southside off stump, trying to cut the ball straight towards point. Will be a dot ball. Dian into his final over. He's got magnificent figures today. 3 for 8 for him in 3 overs. Here he goes again. Well bowled. Flighted delivery outside off stump. Tossed up. Played towards cover. I think Ronak has decided that he's not going to fancy his chances to score runs. He's just going to play dot balls and bat the 20 overs. Or rather, make the Pak Mavericks field 20 overs of play. Dian Kubadia, can he get a wicket for himself? Oh, he's played across the line. There's an appeal. But I think it came off the bat. And a right decision by the umpire. Tossed up. Trying to sweep the ball into the leg side. Yes, I think it did come off the bat. It was a very risky stroke. There was a short fine leg in place, so not sure what the batter was thinking. 3 dot balls. Dian. Quicker delivery this time, played down the ground. Will be yet another dot ball. 4 dot balls on the trot. 2 to go. It's 55 for 7. We're in the 15th over of the game. And mind you, the Pak Indians, like you say in football, a team parks the bus. I think the Indians have really parked their bus here. Not trying to score any run. Not trying anything. to put pressure on the Mavericks today. And look at that for a googly. What a ball that was. Dian Kubadia. Look at that variation. What looks like a leg spinner pitches and goes the other way. The keeper does well to read his fellow teammate, because sometimes when the batter gets deceived, the keeper too can misjudge the bowler. But not on that occasion. 5 dot balls. Last ball of over number 15. Here's a full toss into the gap and he will keep strike yet again. Ends the 15th over. It's 56 for 7.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
of boundaries, and this one bringing a slight smile and some happiness in the dressing room. A short delivery cuts it away towards deep extra cover, and misfield by the man brings a Pradhan infra space 4 to Ronak Seth. A much needed one for him and his team. Moving on to 60 now, the Pak Indians in the 16th over of the game. Shot third man, point, backward point, and covers inside the circle on the offside now. Again outside off, again he cuts the ball towards point. Yet another dot ball. What a spell this has been still by Rajiv Gokani. Had that not been misfielded by the man, would have only been a single or probably even a dot ball, because Ronak so far has not opted to take singles if it's gone towards the boundary as well. 16th over of the game, 60 for 7. What's going on in Ronak's mind? Is he looking to take the aerial route now? Oh, good delivery. Good delivery, cuts it off the stumps. And Rajiv Gokani really calculating and just trying to read the batter. The previous one was the quicker delivery, flatter trajectory. And this is the match number 8 of the Lodha Park Premier League 2025, brought to you by KFT Holidays and Shadi Biz, which is our co-sponsor. Lets it go this time outside off stump again, hitting Alkesh on his finger, his injured finger. Well, I really hope that it's not anything serious, because looked like a regular take, but that one must have stung. Has been in some discomfort throughout the game because of that injury previously. He's a crucial man for his side, Alkesh. However, Rajiv will continue. Tossed up, tucks it away into the leg side, gets a single to himself, and Mayur just trying to put some pressure on the wicketkeeper, but there was never going to be a second there. 61 for 7 in the 16th over of the game. The Tosca boss, Park Mavericks, powered by Just Baked, electing to bowl first, and everything seems to be going their way today. They lost the previous game against the Park Lions, where they were completely dismantled while they were batting. Got all out for around 80 odd, I guess, and lost that game comprehensively. But today they've really shown some kind of courage and confidence today. Final ball of Rajiv's spell. Can he get a wicket to himself? He's not got a wicket yet, but he's been extremely economical. Just 7 runs given away in 3.5 overs. It cannot get better than this for any bowler. And here he goes for the last ball of his spell. Mayur Jain on strike. Oh, he tries to sweep the ball. That's going to be a wide. Well, just as I was praising, that has been a tight over. Bowls one down leg side. That's well kept by Alkesh. Because had he missed that one, it would have raced away towards the fence. It would have been more runs. Mayur Jain trying to make some room for himself and play the lap stop. 62 for 7. Oh, there's an appeal, but I think it came off the bat. It's racing away towards the deep back of square leg and fine leg region. They will come back for 2. That's good running between the wickets. A wayward throw, but they only get 2. And that ends Rajiv's spell. Slightly expensive this over, 8 runs of it. It's 64 for 7 after 16.
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप
$16 gone. It's 67 for 4, and now I think the batters have opted for the power surge powered by Pure Lukes. 2 overs of power play of sorts that can be opted by the batting side anywhere in between the 11th to the 20th over. So over number 17 and 18 will be power surge overs, and our sponsor for power surge is Pure Lukes. 7 fielders inside the circle. The 2 fielders outside are long off and deep extra cover. And just having a look at who's going to be bowling. It's going to be Kishore from the com box end. Just adjusting his field right now. And 3 fielders on the leg side, mid on, mid wicket and square leg. On the offside there's a short third man, a backward point, 2 players at cover, long off and like I said deep extra cover. In position, goes towards mid on, looking for a single but denied. Mayur at the non-striker's end. He was trying to take that single there. Goes off the back foot over the bowler's head. There's a man at long off. Will he be able to stop the ball? No, he won't. That's going to race away for a Pradhan in first space 4. It has been an innings of resilience from Ronak Seth. Look at that. He goes over the head. Safest place to play a stroke and slightly misjudged by Pranay on the boundary. Pradhan in first space 4 on that occasion. And important runs for Ronak Seth as he gets a boundary to his name. This time he goes into the offside. Another dot ball. Well, how much more can Ronak score for his side? He's been put under some pressure. He's been made to stand on the crease, and this time he takes the aerial route. Enough is enough, he says. Picked up and deposited over the mid-wicket region for 4. A Pradhan in first space boundary. And probably a contender, certainly a contender in my opinion for the E-Puja shot of the match. 1 bounce and 4. Well, deep mid-wicket goes on the boundary now, and mid-off inside the circle for now. 72 for 7. Couple of boundaries in this over. Drives it down the ground. That's straight to the man at mid-off. Will be a dot ball. It's the 17th over of the game. 72 for 7. Kishore, final ball of his third over. Outside off stump, plays with soft hands, looking for a single. That's good batting. That's smart batting, keeping strike. And he'll get a single. 17 gone. 73 for 7.
इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
the last over of this power surge powered by Pure Lukes. The 18th over of the game, where you can have a maximum of 2 fielders outside the circle if you're the bowling side. Pranay Chaudhary reintroduced into the attack, took 2 wickets in the spell, coming round the wicket to Ronak. Pulls the ball away, pulls the ball towards mid-wicket, well fielded. The man was right on the circle, and that's good captaincy by Dian Kubadia. He knows that where he needs to keep his fielders and how close in do they need to be. Full toss, he goes down the ground. There's a man at long off. Played straight to him. He'll choose not to take a single. He's batting on 24 of 48. Literally striking at 50 and over. Well, for the people watching, they must be thinking that what is he doing? But for the ones who have seen the game throughout, they know that this is the man who needs to be right till the end. His innings is of utmost importance for the Pak Indians. On the back foot, trying to cut the ball. That missed by a whisker. Missing the off stump. It was a fine delivery. Skids through the surface, and look at that, just over the bails. It was very, very close. The keeper as well was taken by surprise. Three dot balls means something's got to give here. This power surge over. He goes through the covers. Straight to the man again. Another dot ball. Well, Ronak is certainly disappointed, but there's nothing more that he can do. He's trying his best, he's fighting his hardest. Alok, the captain, constantly guiding his team from the boundary lines, telling his batters what to do, how to go about it. Pranay. This time it's short, outside off stump. I think that one just held onto the pitch, trying to slash the ball through the offside. A play and a miss this time as well. So 5 dot balls on the trot, and now probably you'll see Ronak look for a single. It's been an interesting partnership, this. All the runs scored, most of them coming off the bat of Ronak. Most of the balls faced in the partnership also by Ronak. 51 ball 24. Ronak Seth. Long off and deep extra cover on the boundary for the final ball. Pranay cuts the ball straight towards point, looking for a single, slight misfield. And they eventually do get a single. They do cross over. 18 gone. 74 for 7. Kishore Shah into his final over, the penultimate over of the game, over number 19. Ronak uses his feet, drives it towards cover, slight misfield. He does cross over. Mayur looking for the second. Oh, he's going for the second. Throw at the keeper's end. Chance of a run out. Oh, that needed a direct hit. That was a risky double, but well, now there's nothing more that the batters could have done. They want Ronak back on strike by hook or crook, and they find him at the striker's end eventually. Couple of runs taken. Five balls remaining. Kishore, he's in his final over. Short delivery, tries to pull away, gets some bat on it, and now I think Ronak has decided that he'll take the chances. He'll take the singles if he gets them to. 77 for 7. Last 10 balls remaining in this innings. Mayur Jain, can he get a boundary for himself? Can he get a couple of runs? What can he do here? Mayur. Dian just adjusting his field. Tossed up delivery outside off stump, trying to cut the ball. Play and a miss. Mayur. All he needs to do is get back to ball. Ronak is halfway down. Look at him run. Ronak was ready to take the single, but there was no connection between bat and ball. A crucial dot ball by Kishore. Well bowled. Again a dot ball. You can see the disappointment and the disgust on the face of, in fact, Mayur Jain. Was looking to take a single. The intent was right by Mayur, but unfortunately he could not get the single. He's so upset with himself, and that's the expectation and a demand that he requires. This time he defends it, and oh, they're running for it. Look at them go. Good running between the wickets. Ronak Seth. Quick. Very, very quick. Get a single eventually. Ronak comes on strike with 1 ball to spare. Should he go for a boundary? Should he look for a single? There are too many thoughts going on in his head, I'm sure. Kishore Shah. Last ball of his spell, 1 for 21. Fantastic bowling. Good figures. Can get better if he gets a wicket here for himself, for his team. Full toss. Punched into the gap. That's well fielded. In fact, Dian Kubadia saved about a couple of runs more for his side, putting a hand out. Good stroke. And even better fielding. 19 gone. 79 for 7. Final over of the innings, 19 gone, 79 for 7. Ronak Seth, 29 of 55. Tries to play the drive shot through the covers. Play and a miss. It's the last over of the innings. Was outside off stump and getting that extra bounce off the pitch. The effort ball by Pranay. The four fielders inside the circle. A shot third man, a backward point. Man at covers as well, along with a player at square leg. Pranay coming around the wicket, 3.1 overs, 2 for 14 for him. Outside off stump, that should be a wide. It was well outside the tram line. Pranay is complaining a little, but that was well outside off stump. But look at Pranay, even for one run he is kind of getting in the game. That's how committed these players are. They're upset conceding a single extra. That's the standard that they want to set for themselves. Pranay Chaudhary fighting for his side. The Park Mavericks winning the toss, selecting to bowl first. They were the Tosca boss by just big. This time plays it down the ground. Chance of a run out, but he decides not to dislodge the bails, because he had to throw it at the non-striker's end, because if he would have chosen to run all the way, the batter would have been in. And had he missed the stumps, would have been extra overthrows. It's a good call by Pranay. Ball number 3 of the 19th. In fact, the 20th over. Uses his feet, goes inside out, over cover. And that's going to be the first Pradhan infra spaces maximum. First of the game. A much needed one inside out. He gets 6. First Pradhan infra space maximum of the game. Coming off the bat of Ronak. And well, reaches to 35. The only player, the only contender for the SS Bright. Fastest 30 of the game so far. Again, slogs it into the leg side. It's in the gap. Racing away. A lot of work needs to be done. That's well done by the fielder. Very well done. Saves 2 for his side. But they do cross over for 2. Good looking stroke into the onside and well fielded by the man at long on. Pranay pulls it away into the onside. Again, they'll run for 2. Mayur will come back. Throw at the keeper's end. It's at the right end. Will it be a run out? No, it won't. They come back for two. Great running between the wickets. Score moves on to 90 now. Great work by Ronak Seth and Mayur Jain. Last ball of the innings. Slow delivery, he's missed it. And will it be a run out? I think it will. So, ends the innings with a run out. But Ronak remains not out on 39. 90 is what they get after 20 overs. 91 will be the target for the Pak Mavericks.
Keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand and we'll fly. Let the skies fall and they crumble.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए.
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के, कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए।
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
Here we are back for the run chase. Ball number 1. And straight away back to ball. Pranay and Shivam Kadam, the two openers out there in the middle. Left hand, right hand combination. And with the new ball, you've got Ruchik Shah. Oh, good delivery. Very well bowled the ball, shaping away from the right-hander. We've got a good bowling line of the Park Indians. The Park Mavericks winning the toss. They were the toss ka boss. Powered by Just Baked, electing to bowl first. This tournament is brought to you by KFT. KFT Holidays. Chief sponsor. Co-sponsors Shadi Biz and the apparel sponsors. We also have some beautiful uniforms provided by our apparel sponsors. We'll come to that shortly. This time played across the line. That's played down the ground. Dive there, but could not prevent the boundary. Racing away for fence. 4 runs. Pradhan infra space 4 down the ground. Beautifully struck. And he gets a boundary for himself. Beautiful. Good looking stroke. Like I said, KFT Holidays are our sponsors of the tournament. Shadi Biz, the co-sponsor. And the apparel sponsors are Forecast and Multiply. They've been kind enough to give us some fantastic uniforms in this tournament. 4 without loss. This Hiral Merchant power play needs to be taken full advantage of if you're the batting side. Again, he pulls the ball again. It's into the gap again. Racing away. Back to back. Pradhan infra spaces 4. This time it was a little shorter by Ruchik. The batter had enough room to pull the ball away from outside off towards the mid-on mid-wicket vacant region for 4. Once it had crossed the infield, it was always going to race away towards the fence. Eight without loss. It's just the first over of the innings. A deep extra cover on the boundary. There's a gully in place along with a third man on the boundary. Ruchik well outside off from that one. Kept low as well. Going to be extra runs. Wide ball. Alok could not collect the ball cleanly. The ball just bouncing awkwardly in front of him. He did well to put his body behind. But already 10 on board. Another 81 needed. 91 is the target. It's not a big total here. Knowing the Khalsa College Cricket Ground pitches, they are very favourable to the batters. There is some kind of assistance to the bowlers, but on a larger scale you really feel that the batters will be the ones getting more advantage. Also the dimensions of the ground is such that the boundaries can come with some ease and comfort. Shivam Kadam coming round the wicket now. Ruchik down the leg side. Oh, that's missed by the keeper. Was not the best of deliveries. That's going to be 4 wides. Was nothing that Alok could do about it. Was angled onto the pads. And look at that. Alok blindsided. Bounced in front of him. Tried his best to collect the ball, but raced away for another Pradhan infra space 4. This time it was an extra. So 4 wides, 5 for them. And phenomenal start this for the Park Mavericks. 15 of the first 4 balls. Well, just what the doctor ordered for the Mavericks. The Hiral Merchant power play needs to be taken full advantage of. Need to get as many as they can, as quickly as they can. Here he goes again. Again angled onto the pads. This time he's got some bat on it. Looking for a single. Yes, no situation, but it was an early call by Shivam. And Pranay did well. Taking it back to the safe end. It's not a big total, so you don't need to take a lot of risks. And keep batting the way these two are. And get as close as they can to the total. Here he goes again. Good delivery. Fuller length. Gets bat on ball. End of the first over. An expensive start this. Park Mavericks 15 without loss. or second over, and it begins with a beautiful drive down the ground, back to the bowler, dot ball. This time down the leg side again. Gonna be a wide, straying in line. Ronak Seth. Ronak to continue. Onto the pass, there's an appeal, but I think it's straying down leg side, looking for a single. I think they'll comfortably cross over. Throw at the non-striker's end, a direct hit, but was well inside the crease. 17 the score moves on to Pranay Chaudhary, a leg bias. Well, just having a look at the field for the left-hander. There's a deep extra cover in place and a deep third man. And third man is very straightish. There's a flying gully as well in position for the left-hander Shivam. Oh, good delivery. Takes an inside edge. That's fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Racing away towards the fine leg region. A French stroke, you can say. An inside edge for 4. Pradhan in first spaces 4. Was a good delivery. And trying to play it down the ground. And the inside edge helping him big time get his first runs. The first boundary of the innings for Shivam. Pradhan in first spaces 4. Again a Yorker length delivery. Plays it back to the bowler. Dot ball. Oh, he goes over the top. What a hit that is. Off the screws. Has it cleared the boundary? I don't think so. On the bounce. 1 bounce and 4 over the bowler's head. Making full use of the field restrictions there. Shivam Kadam, this one. A confident looking stroke. Full face of the bat. The grace and elegance of a left-hander. Pretty evident 1 bounce. And that's another. Pradhan in first space 4. Seen a flurry of boundaries. The start of the second innings. This is the Hiral Merchant power play. And just the second over in progression already. 25 on board. Tremendous effort this has been by the Park Mavericks. To losing the previous game, they've got a lot to do in this game. And they're making a remarkable comeback, I must say. Pulls the ball away, pulls the ball away, pulls it for 4 behind square on the leg side. Third boundary of the over. 4, 4, 4. Pradhan in first spaces boundary. Number 3 of the over. 29 without loss. Shot and dispatched.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बहार के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए
All I ever wanted was place for my family, a sliver of space in this busy
Rajiv Kumar into the attack. Off spinner. Outside off stump. That one kept. In fact, that one went on straight with the arm. Starts off with the dot ball. Skids through the surface. Look at that. Well kept by Alok. Quick to dislodge the bails as well. Slip in position. Quite an interesting field set here. There's a long on and deep mid wicket for the off spinner. Pranay Chaudhary on strike. This time it's short. Spins back into the right hander, but it's pulled away. It's pulled away for 4. A short delivery. And a Pradhan infra space boundary. That one held onto the pitch. The batter rocking onto the back foot, picking his spot, and dispatches it for a boundary. Well, he's only dealing in 4s. These two batters have got all their runs in boundaries. You can see 3 boundaries each. The rest have been extras, either wides or leg bys. Rajiv Kumar. Well, 58 more needed. Park Mavericks. Again he goes into the leg side. Again he finds the gap. And again he finds 4. Back-to-back Pradhan infra spaces 4s. Both on the leg side. There's nothing wrong that the bowler did here. But it's some amazing batting. Closing the face of the bat and finding the gap beautifully. The man at mid-wicket could not do anything about it. Was well placed for 4. Rajiv, can he make a comeback here? Played with soft hands behind third man. The ball is again racing away. Well, a flurry of runs we've seen today. And it's raced away for 4 again. Another misfield. The man at backward point running towards the third man region. Got to the ball but could not stop the ball. 3 Pradhan infra spaces 4. In a matter of 3 deliveries. Back to back. Hat-trick of boundaries. Gave a long chase the man there. Well, he tried his best to get hold of the ball, but it kept evading. And Pradhan infra space. Boundary number 5 for Pranay. He's dealing only and only in 4s. The strong content of the E-Puja maximum 4s of the match. Or trying to play across the line. That one just bounced off of good length. Trying to slog the ball into the leg side, but all's well that ends well for the Park Mavericks. Almost got half the runs within the first 3 overs of the Hiral Merchant power play here. The Park Mavericks, they're looking to finish the match in a hurry. Punched into the leg side this time. Man in the deep. Will cut it off. Dylan. 3 gone, it's 42 without loss.
World where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Change in bowling now. Jamin Bansali into the attack. Oh, trying to go across the line. There's an appeal, but I think it was going down leg. Slip in place. Present for the off-spinner bowling. Oh, pulling the ball away. That one just missing the line completely. Pranay Chaudhary. He has to depart. Dr. Beckman, opening wicket of the match in the second innings for the Pak Indians as they get the dangerous Pranay Chaudhary. It was an inside edge eventually, and Beckman, wicket number 1 of the match, falls. The new man in is the captain, Dian. Well, he got out early on a golden duck in the previous game, but today he's got a different opportunity, a new chance, a new opportunity for him. Can he get some runs for himself? Facing the first ball. Oh, he tries to cut the ball, a play and a miss. Dian bowled exceptionally well, took up 3 wickets for his side, and is now coming in at number 3. It's an important situation, important player, the captain of the Pak Mavericks. Oh, he tries to slog the ball. There's an appeal for stumping, but I think his foot was intact. It's been a fantastic over this by Jamin. Was well outside off stump, and he tried to pick his spot into the leg side. There's a huge gap between the bat and ball, but the keeper quick to dislodge the bails. Here he'll go again. This time he takes the aerial route inside out, and that will be a 6. Good looking stroke. Pradhan infra spaces maximum, the first of this innings. And I wonder what's going on in Dian's mind. He's looking to finish it off in a hurry. Beautiful looking stroke. The last over of the Hiral Merchant power play. In fact, now the last ball of the Hiral Merchant power play. Looking to get a huge 6 on the final ball as well, is it? Oh, he cuts the ball. That's well fielded. Wow. Sujan Sangvi, I think, was the man at point. Look at that for a shot. Bang he goes, and the fielder putting a foot out. I think it was Sujan, not too sure. But what an effort. Regardless, 4 gone. Hiral Merchant power play comes to an end, 48 for 1.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
Four overs, 48 for 1. Shivam Kadam batting on 12, and Dian Kubadia batting on 6. Tossed up, he goes into the leg side. That's a poor delivery. Rajiv Kumar, it was a friendly full toss that had to be put away, and that was done in some style by Shivam. Stealing in 4s, his 4th boundary of the innings. Well, Rajiv trying to angle the ball back into the left-hander. Was picked up and dispatched into the mid-wicket region. The mid-on now goes towards long on. Still have not seen Anuj Goyal with the ball. He's been the leading wicket taker in the tournament. This time a much better delivery by Rajiv. The 50 came up after that boundary that was scored. Pradhan in first space 4 into the leg side. This tournament brought to you by KFT Holidays. Off the back foot, trying to pull the ball away. Play and a miss. KFT Holidays are the prime sponsors, along with our co-sponsors Shadi Biz, our apparel sponsors. They're also pretty gracious enough to give us some amazing uniforms. This time shot goes towards the cover region. Will be a dot ball. So our apparel sponsors as well are Forecast and Multiply. This time there was a slight misfield, and they do cross over for a single. Go straight to the man at cover who could not get hold of the ball. Now more than half of the runs have been scored. 38 more needed of 92 deliveries. It's just a matter of time before we see the Park Mavericks get this game in their kitty. Here goes Rajiv. Oh, and there goes Dian. He's got not the best of connections, but the best of placements. Came at the bottom of the bat, I think, trying to slop the ball into the leg side. His head position was correct, but the timing not the best. Regardless, he gets a Pradhan in first space boundary to himself. He's looking very positive. Coming around the wicket now to Dian. Not a full toss back to the bowler. Not sure if that was a catching opportunity, but it is a dot ball to end the over. 5 gone, 57 for the loss of 1 wicket. Just fell short in the end. Change in bowling now. Coming round the wicket is Dylan Ray. Dylan has got a good action. He's got some pace, but he's been welcomed with a thumping hit over mid-wicket. Couple of bounces into the boundary. Well, whosoever the bowler may be, Shivam has decided, along with Dian, that they're not going to hold back. A Pradhan in first space 4 into the mid-wicket region. 30 more of needed. 30 more. It's just been that sort of a game where I'm not sure what to expect. The team that was unbeaten in the tournament on the brink of defeat here, and a comprehensive one, to be honest. 61 for 1. Trying to play across the line. That's missed by a whisker. Missing the leg stump. I'm not sure if that came off the bat. By signaled by the umpire. Yep. What a delivery that was. brings Dian on strike now. Dian is on strike now. Short delivery, he's just guided it towards the fine leg region. There's no one there. And that should be a boundary. Pradhan infra space 4 again. Was banged in short. He saw him come down the track. And Dian just guides it towards the fine leg region for 4. Fine shot. Moves on to 14 now. Not sure. I think it's been given a no ball. I think they had 3 fielders inside the circle, and I think that's the reason why the umpire signals it as a no ball. It will be a free hit now. Dian, the way he's batting, every ball looks like a free hit. That's the confidence of the man. But a free hit delivery. Tries to pull the ball away. It's in the air. Will fall safely. Think they'll come back for 2. And they do get a couple of runs. Just 22 needed. Was a short delivery banged in. Giving the strike. Giving the strike back to his teammate. In fact, Dian is on strike. Beg your pardon. That was slow delivery, and he's picked it up straight down the ground. The fielder has missed it. Oh my God! It just sums up the day for the Park Indians. It was a slow delivery by Dylan, and he hit it over his head. The man at long off should have stopped that. Was running towards the ball, but it is going to be a Pradhan infra space 4. And now the target, the required target, is less than 20 for them. 18 more. 18 more of 86. What a start this has been to the second innings. What a game we've had here. Complete domination by the Park Mavericks. They won the toss. They were the toss ka boss, powered by Just Baked. They will get a hamper as well. The captain, Dian, electing to bowl first, getting the oppositions to a modest 90 with the help of Ronak's innings. But it was too less for the onslaught that was in store for them. Good delivery. That's a better line. That's the length he needs to bowl, man. That's where he needs to bowl. Dylan, he's got a good rhythm. Was dismissed by Dian itself. Dian, I remember, bowled a googly, and Dylan had no clue what happened. But here's Dylan. Can he get a wicket here and make it even Stevens in this individual battle that's going on between bat and ball? Oh no, he can't. That's a full toss. That's been missed by the keeper, Alok. They will get buys there. A single. 6 gone. 74 for 1. Mayur Jain into the attack, plays with soft hands towards the cover region. He'll take a single. Dhyan moves on to 21 now. He's fighting for the net worth properties orange cap. He's in the contention for the leading run scorer. Dhyan got out on a golden duck in the previous game, but today he's getting some crucial runs for himself. It'll certainly boost the confidence. Mayur Jain has a slip in place as well now. Well, last 16 runs to win. 75 for 1. Coming round the wicket to the left-hander Mayur. Oh, that's punched down the ground. That's in the gap, but there's a man in the deep. Should only be a single. Dhyan. Oh, he goes in the air. It's high in the air. And it's out of here. Pradhan in first paces. Maximum number 2 of the bat of Dhyan Kubadia. And that one, a contender for the E-Puja shot of the match. Look at that stroke. Bang. Over long on. You cannot set fields for a shot like that. Or the 6 on any other ground as well. He's looking to finish it off as quickly as he can. Beg your pardon. 9 runs to win now. Goes aerial. Goes in the gap. Gets a single to himself. 8 more to win now. Shivam is back on strike. Dhyan 28 of 14 for him. Couple of runs away from the fastest 30. SS Bright fastest 30 of the match. Good delivery this one outside off stump and just held into the pitch. I think he rolled his fingers on it. Bowled the off cutter, I reckon. Shivam trying to play on the onside. A play and a miss for him. And I think this will be a huge victory. It will boost the morale of his teammates. Last ball of the 7th over. Slow delivery. Oh, that's a Yorker. Brilliantly bowled. Ends the over with the dot ball. 7 gone. 83 for 1.
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
Raj Shah into the attack. Dhyan goes in the air. There's a chance of a catch, is it? That's been taken. Completed by Dylan Ray. And Raj Shah gets something to be happy about. The Park Mavericks lose their captain. Dr. Beckman. Wicket number 2. A good catch in the deep. Was looking to finish it off in a hurry. And it did not come off the meat of the bat. Had it been off the middle, it would have been gone out of the park. Dr. Beckman. Wicket number 2. Newman in at number 4. 8 runs away. Pranav is on strike now. Raj Shah, wicket of the very first ball. Bringing all the fielders inside. Well, that's smart work. That's trying to force the batter to go aerial on the onside. Deep extra cover, and I think there's a deep mid wicket in place. Just the 2 fielders outside 30-yard circle. Using his feet, flicks the ball towards mid wicket, looking for a quick single. Direct hit was needed, direct hit. But I think Purvesh was the man at mid wicket with a slight fumble, allowing the batters to cross over for a single. It's the 8th over of the innings. 7 runs away from victory. The Park Mavericks. Shivam Kadam 22 of 15. And the man to be dismissed on the previous delivery a couple of balls back, in fact, was the captain, Dian. 28 of 15 for him. Was looking solid for the time that he was there. Plays it towards mid-on. Looks for a single but denied. Here's a dot ball. Down the leg side, and that's going to be a wide. He'll have to bowl that one again. Or he punches it down the ground towards the long off region. There's a man there. Should only be a single. Brings Pranav back on strike, and again I think the field will come in for Pranav. 6 to win. In fact 5 to win. 1 hit away. 1 hit away are the Park Mavericks from registering an emphatic win for themselves. The 2nd win for them in the tournament it will be in this Lodha Park Premier League, and he's done it. He's done it in some style. Look at that for a Pradhan Infra Space maximum. Well, almost going over the net as well. And a wicket was needed. But a huge 6 to end the game. Victory in the end by 8 wickets for the Park Mavericks. And they jump up in the points table. And the first defeat of the tournament for the Park Indians in the Lodha Park Premier League 2025. Post-match presentation in some time.
रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए।
All I ever wanted was place for my family. A sliver of space in this busy world where my family can find joy, solitude, laughter. Home becomes what we make it. A gourmet bakery, a warm hug, a ballroom for dancing. And so this is our story. This is our home. Thank you, Kier Associated, for listening to our needs and finding everyone in our family a perfect home.
Prayers bring belief. Belief gives satisfaction, and satisfaction gives happiness. Getting a special yagna, visiting a holy temple, worshipping a special deity now is just a click away. Book a puja online at your convenience and
क्या आप भी कर्ज के बोझ से दबे हैं और आप इससे मुक्ति चाहते हैं? तो यह उपाय आपके लिए सहायक हो सकता है। आपकी ओर से पुजारी द्वारा एक विशेष पूजा आयोजित की जा सकती है। हजारों भक्तों को अब तक इस पूजा से सहायता मिल चुकी है। इस पूजा से सुख, समृद्धि और धन में
Thank you so much, guys. Amazing game. Congratulations to the Mavericks. Thank you so much, guys. So we'll start first with the Pradhan Maximum Sixes Award. Well, just one player who got the maximum sixes today. It is Dian, and he will receive the maximum sixes award. Pradhan Maximum Sixes. Alok, can you please come forward and give the maximum sixes, please? 2 sixes in a quick fire innings. Pradhan Infra Space Maximum Sixes Award to the captain of the Mavericks, Dian. Thank you, Dian. I think they did not get a picture. I think they have to take the picture again. Dian and Alok. We'll move on. Thank you, Dian. Thank you so much. We'll move on to the maximum fours of the match, and 5 fours in innings of 23. Shivam Kadam, Pradhan Infra Spaces, maximum fours for Shivam. He's got 5 fours. Pradhan Infra Spaces, maximum fours of the match. A quick fire 23 for his side. He's here to receive the award. And now can I please have Sanjay sir? The SS Bright fastest 30, the only player who fought hard valiantly with the bat, scored 39 runs. Ronak is the SS Bright fastest 30 player of the match. Ronak Seth, wherever you are, Ronak, can you please come and receive the SS Bright fastest 30 of the match by Sanjay sir from KFT. He's going to be giving this award and also a hamper from SS Bright for the fastest 30 of the match. Thank you so much. And Sanjay sir, for one more award, if you can please stay here with us. The E-Puja best fielder of the match, and a man who was playing with injury, was behind the stumps, did some fantastic stuff. Alkesh is the best fielder of the match. Well done, Alkesh. Congratulations. The E-Puja best fielder of the match. And Alkesh, can you give the next award, please? Thank you so much. The best fielder giving the award to the safest hands of the match, the E-Puja safest hands. It is Kushal Trivedi, the safest hands of the match. Thank you so much, Alkesh bhai. Thank you. Was the safest hands of the match. Now for the shot of the match, if I can call Kishore bhai to give the award away. Kishore bhai, please, if you can come to give the E-Puja shot of the match. It is to Shivam Kadam for the shot that he hit. The best shot of the match by E-Puja. A fantastic shot that he played today. E-Puja shot of the match. Now Kishore sir, if you can stay here for a minute, because you have to hand out the orange cap first. There's a change in the leaderboard. A special cap, Net Worth Properties orange cap, Dian Kubadia. He is the top scorer of the tournament now with 100 runs, 106 to his name. What a beautiful innings he played today. Net Worth Properties orange cap. Thank you so much, Kishore sir. Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to the purple cap, Net Worth Properties purple cap. Change in that as well. Kishore sir, don't go so far, because you are the top wicket taker of the tournament with the purple cap now. The top wicket taker of the tournament, Net Worth Properties. Now for the Pure Lukes man of the match. The Pure Lukes man of the match will be given by Sanjay sir, and it is none other than Dian Kubadia. 3 wickets and 28 runs. He is the man of the match for today's game. A captain's knock. Absolutely brilliance on the field. With the ball, with the bat. Leading from the front. And a victory by 8 wickets. Thank you so much. That's it from the presentation. Thank you, guys.